Hey, it's Liam. Today is Tuesday, January 16th. It's 10:30 at night, and it has been a hot minute since the last time I did one of these. I had new glasses. These are a gift from my mom. My mom pestering me, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? It's like, well, I need new glasses. So, because these puppies are, look how thick they are. These are two prescriptions back. The one in between bit the dust, just kind of the metal that created the hinge broke on the lot. So these are, I don't know, 4 years old, something like that. But they did the job. My prescription doesn't change that much anymore. But between the broken set and this set, I was able to get like the same shape. But as you can see, you probably can't see. The ones on my face are much bigger, and I just have to get used to them, and that's it. The old ones are Burberry, and they basically just don't make that exact shape anymore. And for people who don't wear glasses, they're like, oh, here's your chance to do something different. And it's like, well, when you wear glasses like me all the time, they're your face. So you're putting glasses, you've got the mirrors, your prescription's not in the lenses of the frames that you're trying on when you're in the store. So you can't see yourself in the reflection too well. So there's that. And then you're looking at a new face, and it's like, is that my face? Do I like that face? Because it's going to be my face every day. With every interaction that I have with someone, that's going to be my face. And now this is my face. And I've had them for a couple weeks, and I'm just going to have to get used to them. My mom got them for me for Christmas. Well, she paid for them. I picked them out, of course. But she asked me, well, my mom's in Florida now because it's now the new year, and they didn't come in until the 2nd, so she didn't get a chance to like see them and talk. She's like, how do you like them? And I said, I'll get used to them. Which basically means I didn't really like them. But they're just much bigger than I'm used to, and I just have to get used to that. I'm used to having very small glasses. Mainly because, as you can see, they're pretty thick, so the glasses get bigger, it starts refracting my face. You can see that it's like the old straw through the, well, I don't have a straw in this glass, but as you put the straw through the glass, it diffracts, and it like does that in my glass. It's very strange. Once you can see it, you can't unsee it. So more than that, not much else has changed a lot since my last video. I haven't looked into when that was or what I said on it. A lot of time has passed, of course, so obviously all the holidays have happened. So was it before Thanksgiving? I don't know, maybe, it doesn't matter, but Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and then now also Martin Luther King Day, and you're like, why do you bunch that with the others? It's because it was a day out from work, and it took all of our Monday, Tuesday work, and it made it Tuesday. And that was today, yay, and one person on my team has the week off too, which made it extra fun. One of the things that we do for work, I'm not gonna tell you what I do for work, but the end of the year and the beginning of the year are basically two sides of the same coin. The business wants to do things at the beginning of the year, starting January 1st, and it's like, well, that's nice, because we're also trying to tidy up everything from the last year before the year closes, or the year ends. So we're kind of like racing both of these races at the same time, and I think today, knock on wood, today was the last situation where the year end and year start both kind of just are done. And hopefully starting next week, we won't be, I know this is boring, like Liam's talking about work again. But that's the way it is. You tuned in, not me. Now, I also, when switching gears, my mom has gone back to Florida also, so I don't have someone to talk to about work all the time. So lucky you, I know, right? I'm so happy for you. So she's in Florida with her sister. They go and they spend a couple months every winter down in Florida. And we have had a very mild winter up here until now. I know as far as the northeastern U.S., Massachusetts, I mean, we had a storm a few days ago, and it blew a lot of water on shore during high tide. I don't live on the coast, so we didn't get any water, but we got some wind, some branches came down. I've already picked them up. We did get a week before Sunday, we got over a foot of snow here. And then 2 days later, we had rain and it washed it all away, which is very strange. We were lucky not to get flooding here, my house, neighbor's house, directly in the neighborhood. So that was very good. Because you never know when you have snow on the ground how far that water is going to wash away. And it did, so I'm very happy about that. But I do know that the rest of the country is basically frozen solid. And that's not the case for us here. So I've got the heat on, but it's not like a losing battle. It'll get cooler. I mean, it is mid-January, so it is what it is. My sister and my oldest sister, who moved her family to Florida a couple years ago, they're coming back to Massachusetts. It's more expensive to live in Florida than a select comparisons would make. Insurance is very expensive in Florida, and the wages aren't very high. And the insurance coverage that you have has lots of caveats. It accepts a lot of things. So you think you have insurance on your house. Well, how much insurance do you have on your house? You think you have medical insurance, but does your doctor take it? Does your doctor take anyone's insurance? Do you have to pay out of pocket? And it just, a whole lot of things like that are just not becoming practical for them anymore. It's only been 3 or 4 years. So things can change really fast. Or maybe just the realizations of the way things are can kind of. So they're coming back. They drove up with their dog a few days ago, from Florida to New England in the middle of winter. My brother-in-law has a new job that he needed to start, so they needed to start putting things in motion really fast. My sister's been frustrated that she hasn't been able to sell the house as quickly as she wanted to, but now that it's eternal winter everywhere, I'm sure that lots of people from elsewhere are going to be interested in going down there and adding to the buyers that want to buy houses. So I'm hoping that she's flown down. I took her to the airport yesterday morning, so she's back in Florida already. Finished selling the house. They're going to be living with my mom, while they sell the house and choose what to do, buy a new one or what. As for me, I completely dropped the ball, no progress whatsoever on any kind of vacation property for myself. I did get a response from a realtor. They sent me some documents. I read them. I was at the site in October, and I come to realize that I wouldn't be able to build the house that I want to on that location if I had bought that site that was land. It was a downhill with an uphill and lots of trees, and it's in a neighborhood that has restrictions. And it's well, would I be able to build the type of house, size of house, style of house that I wanted to there, with the geographic limitations that I had also on me there. So I have to reach out to her again and kind of, I guess, grovel a little bit, sorry, I kind of ghosted you for a couple weeks. But I have some other ideas. But more important than that, I need to reach out to her and actually talk to her so that she knows that I'm not just some bozo with an email from the Northeast. Actually talk to her and have a conversation with her about why I'm interested, what I'm interested in, and actually, so she can have feedback for me that, I don't have all the questions yet so we need to have a conversation. So that's what I get to do after I finish this video, is finish that final, kind of, hi, how are ya, email to her and get that ball rolling, because winter is here, and I am also, just like all those other people that I hope bid on my sister's house, I also am interested in getting the hell out of Dodge for a couple months in the winter. I don't want to go to Florida, for similar reasons that my sister and family are moving away from. I know a little bit enough about Florida that I don't really want to be there. And also, she has to fly. She has to fly back, and it was a 2-day drive to get here and there. Not interested in that. I've talked about this before. I just want to be as far south as I can get to in a day's drive, which is Southern Virginia. Any more than that, I think, would be pushing it, really pushing it. for one person in a truck by himself on the highway. It's mainly about how tired I am when I get there and how safe is that. You know, do I get off the exit ramp and I'm there, or do I get off an exit ramp and still have half an hour of mountain driving? Yeah. I gotta know myself, know my limits, and you know, maybe in 15 years' time, if I have a place down there and my limits are I can't do it in a day, then I'll get a hotel room somewhere in Pennsylvania for the night. You know, so it's still doable, but so that's where those things are at. So let's see. I've talked about the weather. I've talked about family. I've talked about work. I've talked about my glasses. I've talked about the property, and around here, nothing else. Christmas has gone up and Christmas has come down, so sorry you missed it. I might do another round of 7/7s this winter, depending how bored I get. If you can't tell, that was drawn out of boredom. It's really something to do with the rhythm, just not like get yourself out of bed in the morning, but just keep myself connected with producing these high quality videos. I don't know why you've watched this far. It's called Stay Warm. This has been Liam from Base Dated. Thanks for watching.